All right, we're live. What's up, everybody? Hope you guys are all having a great day. Back from Japan, back in Whistler, hanging out at the spot. Yeah, trying to recover from this jet lag, guys. It's been rough coming back from Japan. I haven't had jet lag this bad, but it feels really good to be back in Whistler, back in the big mountains here. Haven't gone out riding yet, but I think I'm gonna head back out tomorrow for the first day of riding. And yeah, going to be hanging out here for about an hour. Thank all you guys for hopping on the live chat here. Going to try to answer as many questions as I can for you guys. Anything about snowboarding, traveling to Japan, yeah, anything about boards, gear, just let me know. I'll try to answer those questions for you guys. Big shout out to everyone that was here early. Ethan McKinney, Ramon Mendoza, Sam Ricks. What's up, guys? Ramon, do you regret buying the Storm Chaser? No, definitely not. The Storm Chaser has been a really fun snowboard. I've had a lot of great days on it. It's a little different than I thought it was going to be. Especially, I've been able to ride it in a wide variety of terrain. But it's a great snowboard. Definitely still recommend it. Max, nah, man, we're not playing those games today. I'm not getting memed on this live chat. Hopefully, we'll see. Galaxy Josh, what's up, man? We got Narav on the chat here, Shred1904. He's actually chilling in the living room here with me right now. Yeah, I'm actually at my house in Whistler, first live chat in here in the house. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to get the camera to focus on the outside, but right behind me, you got a view of Whistler Mountain there. And yeah, hanging out here in the Rainbow neighborhood. Osvaldo, Lars, Jansen, Evan. What's up, guys? Borden 24/7. Riding with people better than you always makes you step it up. True. Yeah, that's a great way to progress. Something, yeah, I really took advantage of back in North Carolina, riding with Bo and Jason and really learning all those park skills. And yeah, just continually progressing, always riding with people better than you. It's always a good idea. David Baraki, what's up, man? Reds Cap, Chris Henrik. Hey, guys, thanks for hopping on early here. Zach Ford. All right. And yeah, just so you guys know, this is a super chat. So if you have a question that you really want to get answered, you can make a small donation. It highlights your question there. Great way to support the channel as well. Definitely appreciate it. Make sure to answer all those. Zach Ford, how was Niseko? Dude, it was awesome, man. Highly recommend it. Yeah, if you guys ever get a chance, I think I would recommend Niseko over Hakuba. I just like the town a little bit better than Hakuba. I think the snow quality is just generally a little bit lighter snow over there as well. So going to be great in both places though. But yeah, highly recommend Niseko. It was epic. Great crew. David, Kevin, Brent, Bo, Narav, Yannick, everybody. It was sick riding with everybody. Definitely shout out to the whole Japan crew. It was a trip of a lifetime for sure. Gregory Just, you're from NC? Yeah, man. Originally from North Carolina, grew up riding Cataloochee, and then went to Appalachian State, rode App Ski Mountain and Beach a ton, and then moved out to Colorado. And this is my first year in Whistler, so stoked to be up here in Whistler. Yeah, it's been an amazing season so far. 11 KTM. All good, man. Thanks for hopping on just for a minute, dude. Hope you have a good evening, and yeah, check out the recap later. Jose Bautista, what's up, man? It was great to meet you out in Niseko, dude. I don't know if you're still there, but if you are, hope you guys are still getting some good snow, getting some good laps in. Hope you enjoyed those next few days after we saw you, man. It was great to meet you. Actually, yeah, we on the last live chat, I think that's when we met. That was cool. Yeah, you guys can go to the last live chat and see that in real time if you want. Awesome, guys. I think I've seen several super chats come through here. Thank you guys so much. Erica Constantino starting it off, just saying hello. What's up, Erica? Hope you're doing well. Thank you for the super chat. Hope you're getting some good snow where you're at. Jeffrey, have you had the chance to ride the Ride Mountain Pig? No, not yet, man, but that is one that I really want to get on this year. So I own the Twin Pig this year. If you guys don't know, I rode the War Pig all season last year. So the Mountain Pig is the one that I still haven't ridden. I really would like to get on it. I've been seeing it around all kind like Whistler, and I think I saw some in Japan as well. So definitely would like to get on that one. I think it's interesting that the mountain pig is like a little bit narrower versus the twin pig and the war pig. So yeah, I think that would be a really fun one. I actually saw a dude ripping it around the park here in Whistler the other day just before we left for Japan. But yeah, definitely want to get on that one. Tommy with the super chat. Thank you, TJ. Loving the Evil Twin and Union Force. Oh, sick, man. Yeah, epic setup. That was my setup last season. Yeah, one of my all-time favorite boards, the Battalion Evil Twin. Full camber, 3BT, mid-flex. Just, yeah, super fun snowboard. Yeah, I'm on the Westmark this year. It's got that grip tech and uprise fender, so it's a little bit different. I think the grip tech is pretty awesome, but yeah, I definitely haven't forgot about the Evil Twin, man. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Ranny Mulhem with the super chat, just saying thank you for all the awesome content. Dude, thanks so much. Thanks for watching all the videos. Thanks for the super chat. Thanks for being here, man. I really appreciate it. I'm glad you've been enjoying the videos. I just put up a video about half an hour before the live chat started, if you guys want to check that out. And I've got a couple more videos to put up. I've got a board review, a Gentem stick board review that's going to be coming out on Snowboardprocamp. And then I also have one more vlog, kind of like the last day riding in Japan, combined with some time in Tokyo. So that one should be fun as well. I'm going to try to get all those done by tomorrow. But I think I'm going to snowboard tomorrow as well. I'll probably film the first video here in Whistler. So yeah, thanks for following all the Japan content, man. Yeah, make sure you guys go check out all the board reviews. There's already been a few up. Go over to Snowboardprocamp and check them out. Carlos Henrique, Warpig for Japao question. You know, it's not going to be an ideal board for Japao. I think, you know, it has that directional shape. It has a really small taper and it's really wide. So I think that volume shifted shape as well as that really long nose is going to help a little bit in the POW, but it's definitely not an ideal board for Japan powder. I really think, you know, like I was on the Kazu, which has a little bit even more directional features in the Warpig. It's just missing that width, and that one still on the deep days was struggling. I'd be looking at something much more directional, you know, or maybe something like the Orca if you want something that's kind of similar to the Warpig but going to float a little bit better. You could definitely get by with it, but it's, you know, on those deep days, I don't think it's going to float. But yeah, I did do a powder test on the Warpig last season, so that video is up on YouTube as well. If you do a quick search, that's on Snowboardprocamp. Great board though. I love the Warpig. Ride Beside. Catalucci, wave upon wave. Those Japan edits were so good, and great review on the Battalion. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I was super stoked on how the surfer video came out. I really enjoyed that snowboard a lot, man. Shout out to Mike over in Tokyo. Appreciate you loaning me that board and grabbing it. The limited Battalion surfer, just an incredible snowboard. So sick. Yeah, Kevin's been eyeing it up. He might pick it up this season. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I hope he does. But I've been looking at it for next season as well. I think that's kind of top on my list for like pure powder for next season. I don't know. We'll see how that evolves though. I'm also really curious about the magic carpet in powder or the lobster floater. One of those. I think those would be really fun. And you know, I think they'd float all right. They're still twins, so it's definitely not going to be like the surfer, but it could be fun to kind of do some drops and more freestyle stuff. So maybe I'll check that one out next year as well. But yeah, dude, thanks for watching all the videos. Stoked on the Japan trip, man. Yeah, check out the video that just came out if you haven't seen it. That was a really fun day, ending with a yard park at the house that Kevin, Yannick, and David set up. And yeah, still got another couple of videos to come out, man. Excuse me, guys. Alex Vieira. TJ, picked up an Orca but need recommendations on a union binding that won't break the bank. What's your recommendation? Honestly, man, for the Orca, as far as like price point, I would go for the Force. That's going to be that. I think that would be the ideal compromise for performance and cost. I'd honestly, if out of all the bindings, I would put you on the Atlas, but that is going to be a higher price point. But if you are just looking for that budget binding from Union, check out the Flight Pro. It's going to be a good bit softer than the Force, but for 150 bucks, you really can't beat it, man. That's my go-to recommendation for budget bindings. So if you really want that budget, check out the Flight Pro. But if you can swing it, I would go Force. I think that'd be the best compromise there. And that's sick. You got your hands on an Orca, man. Those things have been in high demand. Like in Whistler, you literally can't find them. They're just like flying off the shelves. It's crazy. Yeah, they're sold out, I think, everywhere already. Like they were sold out, then the 159 came out and a restock happened, and then those sold out immediately as well. So yeah, good on you for grabbing an Orca, man. Old man Shredder, what's up, Martin? Just saying good night. Too late. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Yeah, maybe I'll try to go a little bit earlier next week, but thanks for hopping on just for a sec, man. Killing those vlogs. Go check out Old Man Shredder's channel. He's putting out a bunch of snowboard content and like skate content and vlogs and stuff as well. Over in Sweden. FEA. What are your thoughts on the whatever for All Mountain and Colorado hard pack, and what bindings would you pair it with? Yeah, the Battalion whatever, awesome snowboard. Check out the review on the Lobster Sender. That's basically the exact same snowboard, just Lobster's version, which is like their sister company. Yeah, it's got that 99% twin shape, full camber, mid flex, maybe just on the stiffer side of medium, but a pretty medium flex. Yeah, great snowboard for All Mountain, man. I think you'd really enjoy it, and I had a lot of fun in Colorado as well on it. That's where I reviewed it out at Keystone. Great for butters, great for jumping, and still going to be good for kind of getting in the trees, swiveling around those kind of tighter crannies with that 3BT. Definitely a fun snowboard. Yeah, it's got the stability that you want, got lots of pop. I'm a fan of what Battalion does with the full camber and the 3BT. So if you're attracted to that snowboard for whatever reason, I back it. It's a great snowboard. Awesome, guys. Thank you so much for all the super chats. Really appreciate it, guys. Going back out to the main chat here, see what's going on. Steve Rayleigh, what's up, man? Any tips for getting better at grabbing a toe edge? You mean like actually carving, turning, and like digging that toe edge in, or for like doing like an indie grab and actually grabbing the toe edge in the air? I'll keep an eye out for your answer. I think you're talking about carving though. Dave, when are you in Austria next time? I don't know if we'll be doing any Europe trips this year. So the next trip planned up that we already have lined up is Jackson Hole. So we'll be there kind of from the 7th to the 17th. We're riding 7 days in there. Going to take a couple down days. So really looking forward to that. And yeah, I think we're looking at Austria again kind of around the same time that we were there this year, but hoping obviously the snow's a little bit better next year. So, it'll probably be a good ways out before we head back out there, man. But we'll definitely be back. Austria, the Alps are just incredible. Would love to go back soon for sure. What's up, guys? Tyler Shreds. Hey, TJ, what's your favorite park board? Oh man, I don't think I have one single favorite. The Battalion Evil Twin, like we were talking about earlier, that one's a lot of fun. I really enjoy that guy for kind of jumping and a good all-arounder. I think the Capita Outer Space Living is a really good kind of jibby snowboard, good for presses. Very easy to control, doing butters and things like that. Even the Arbor Westmark, that's kind of my do-it-all snowboard this year, but that one's a lot of fun in the park. Great jumper. Great all-arounder. I definitely would back all three of those snowboards. And it kind of depends what you want. Like I really like to ride Helix as well, but that one's quite stiff. It's going to be more of a jump snowboard, going to have a lot of stability, a lot of pop. So yeah, it really does depend on what you want to do with it. But I think all of them are pretty good. Max Heek, how do you feel about Kevin's Orca delaminating? Yeah, man, I think that's just something that happens, I wouldn't hold it against LibTech. I think the Orca is a great snowboard, and I'm sure that they're gonna do right by Kevin and he'll get that sorted out. But it is unfortunate. Obviously, it's not something that you want to happen. But yeah, until I hear that happening on like tons of orcas, or if like all of them are delaminating, that's obviously an issue. But you know, Kevin shreds hard. He's put a lot of days on that board and on all kinds of terrain. So you know, it happens sometimes, man. Frederick asking if I rode David's Navigator. Nah, man, I didn't end up riding the Navigator. That was a board that I would have liked to get on the trip, but it just didn't end up happening, man. But I hope to get on a bunch of Capitas and spring breaks this season still. So yeah, we still got lots of time for board reviews. The next one that's going to come out is the Gentem Stick XY, so I'm really stoked on that one. Tarzan Gomez, what gear do you use for filming? Mainly GoPro, so we all use the GoPro Hero 7 this year. Really stoked on that camera. The microphone quality is better this year. The stabilization is next level. The picture quality is great. So yeah, a lot of the vlogs, like I think the vlog that I just put up before the live chat started, it was completely filmed on the GoPro Hero 7. I also have a Canon 80D that I use sometimes, but it's so bulky and hard to carry around that usually I'll use that more if I'm like posted up at home. But I'm looking at getting a point and shoot. David was filming with the Canon G7X, and it's pretty awesome to have a camera that can kind of offer that DSLR type quality and but just be able to put it in your pocket. Kevin has a Sony RX100, so that one's a little more expensive. I don't know if I'm going to pull the trigger on that one. I would like to. It's sick. You get that 120 FPS, but yeah, I might pick up the same camera that David had, but mainly GoPro and like Karma Grip. We use that gimbal. Although we were having some issues in Japan in that really cold, it was struggling a little bit. Awesome. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. We got 100 people on the live chat. We got 34 likes. Can we get that up to 50? Can you guys do me a favor and just hit that like button real quick? See if we can get that up to 50. That'd be sick. And Jose Bautista with the super chat. Thanks, Jose. It was nice to meet you all finally. I got back last night. Bummer. Really like the S420. Next stop, Whistler, one of these days. Yeah, dude. J-Hole is awesome. I try to go every year. Sick, man. Yeah, I'm glad you had a great time in Niseko, man. He picked up that 420, the Yes 420 snowboard, so I hope that was treating you well out in Niseko, man. I'm sure you guys got some more good snow after we met you there in Rhythm. But yeah, Whistler, head up here, man. Whistler's been firing. It's supposed to be like a really nice sunny day tomorrow, so I think it's gonna be a park day, which I'm actually really looking forward to. I feel like I'm gonna feel super sketchy trying to hit rails and jumps again, but I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be a good day, and I got a couple of video ideas in mind as well. So yeah, we'll get back to the Whistler videos for you guys. And I've never been to Jackson, but I'm looking forward to it. Heard nothing but good things. I got a buddy who's living out there this year, so hopefully he'll be able to show us around to some good spots. And yeah, I'm stoked. It should be pretty awesome. We're gonna rent a truck. I think we're gonna have like a F-150 and actually drive there. So we're gonna go through Seattle, and yeah, it's gonna be sick. Be out there with Narav and Yannick and Kevin. Jordan H with the super chat, no question. Thanks, Jordan. Try to keep an eye out for your question, man. Thank you. FEA, what about the Strata on the whatever? Yeah, I think the Stratas would be a great option as well. You know, in my opinion, the Stratas have very comparable performance to the Force, but you just get that upgraded strap, you get that upgraded footbed. Yeah, they've kind of just made it a very comfortable, cushy, high performance binding, a good kind of all around binding in my opinion. So yeah, another thing that I actually forgot to mention in the Strata review, it's the most common complaint about Union bindings, the like ankle strap that people say like it loosens up on them over time, and they fixed it. I'm not exactly sure how they changed it. They changed the mechanism that holds it in there, and I literally tightened it down how I wanted it at the beginning of the season. I've ridden them, you guys have seen. I've gotten like over 40 days on them, and I haven't had to tighten them down once. So that's pretty cool on the Stratas as well. I would imagine hopefully they did that across the whole line, but I can say for sure on the Stratas they fixed it. DJ Michael with the super chat. What's up, TJ? When I scrape my board after waxing, should I scrape it so much you can't feel the wax on the bottom when done? I would say till it looks smooth, you know, like you don't want to be able to visibly see any wax on there. Like go with a good amount of pressure, use a plastic scraper. If you're using a metal scraper, you can actually gouge out some of the base, so you definitely want to avoid that. But with a plastic scraper, you can pretty much just do as much pressure as you want, and I just scrape until it looks like smooth, almost glossy. You know, and that's about the extent that I go. Some people kind of get into like the other tools like brushes and things to try to buff it in there even more, which is a good idea. I'm not super knowledgeable in that area. I haven't really taken the waxing to that level yet, but yeah, I would try to get all the wax off, man, because if you have any kind of chunks, like thicker chunks on there, when you get out on that cold snow, that you're going to be able to visibly see like the big chunks of wax that you have yet are left. And sometimes it's okay, sometimes it causes an issue. There's a lot of factors that go into that, but I would say generally it's better to just scrape the wax off your board for sure. Enrico, ever ridden Sunshine Village? No, I haven't, man. I haven't been over there. Is that in Canada? I'm not even sure where that is. But yeah, I'm open to it. Hoping to get around to a bunch of resorts this year. Thanks, guys. All right, we got Amy Hurst on the chat. Jason. Rico B. Rob Gams. TJ, they added teeth to the washers for the ankle strap. I had that problem on my Forces. They sent me new washers that I installed, and now the problem is gone. That's what's up. Sick, man. Yeah, there you go. If that's something that's really bugging you, hit Union Up, and they may have the fix for you. If everyone calls them, they might run out, but you should still try. Sorry, Riley. Ethan McKinney, how do you like the Adidas boots compared to other boots you've worn? I like them a lot, man. They're super comfortable. They've broken in more than I thought they were going to. They felt kind of like almost like they were going to be too stiff at first when I first started riding them. And then what kind of happened was obviously there's a lot more pressure in your back foot just from the movements that you're doing as you're riding. And the back boot just really wore out. It's like super soft, honestly. Like it's much softer than the front boot, and it doesn't have the support that I'm looking for. Thankfully, my injured ankle, or the one that I broke several years ago, is my front foot, my left foot. So I'm not too worried about it, but they are quite soft. Other than that, they're super comfortable. I really like the boost. I really like the liners. They hold my heel down really well. They're super comfortable. Don't give me any issues wearing them all day. So they are a great boot, but I think they're just a little bit softer than what I would like personally. Cheers, guys. Jordy. Hey, TJ, been wondering, any tips on training without a board? Yeah, man. So if you search on YouTube, the ultimate DIY snowboard trainer, a video will come up on Snowboardprocamp that I did last year, and that is hands down my favorite way to practice snowboarding on off snow. Oh, a million saying we got some lag. Hold on, guys. 1 second. I'm just gonna make sure I'm on the right Wi-Fi. All right, I'm back. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm on the Wi-Fi at my house. I'm literally in my living room. The router's like 4 feet away from me. This is the best I can do, man. Hopefully it's not lagging for you guys. I really hope it's not. That would be a huge bummer. But thanks for letting me know. Joey, how'd you find all the good spots in Niseko on your first time? Well, a lot of people were recommending the gates straight away. Everyone said you got to check out the gates. But honestly, guys, anytime you go to a new resort, the strategy, as long as it's within your comfort zone riding, you don't want to get somewhere that you feel sketchy. But you want to get as high as you can on the resort so that you can kind of scope out the best lines. You can kind of get the best view of the terrain, and kind of pick where you want to go from there. So yeah, that's what we did, and we just kept exploring the gates, whatever terrain was open, and we just found good spots through exploring. We also had a big crew, so like sometimes Kevin would go one way, I'd go one way, Bo would go another way. We'd all meet at the bottom and be like, oh, there's a 6 spot here, there's a 6 spot there, and then we kind of put it all together, and we ended up finding some really, really cool spots. I'm super stoked on what we found. I feel like I actually know some legit stashes in Niseko now, which is pretty crazy. Oh yeah, L Stacker. If you guys want to let me know where you guys are watching from, I know a lot of people come from or joining the chat from all over the world, so definitely would love to know where you guys are at right now. Thank you guys that are staying up late over in Europe as well. If any of you guys are on here, really appreciate it. Thanks for coming to hang out. Nicole Keith, what's up, Nicole? It's good hanging out in Tokyo. Hope you and the family are doing well. Say hey to Jonathan for me and Kwok if he's over there. And Lucian and Lenka, hope you guys are all doing good. We got Engen from Belgium. What's up, Engen? Dude, I don't know if you can see, but yeah, I got the sweatshirt on. That was a gift from Engen when we met up in Landgraf. Appreciate it, man. I actually learned a lesson on layering in Japan as well. I'll share with you guys real quick. And normally I'll wear like a t-shirt and a hoodie or like and a mid layer and a jacket or whatever I feel like layering that day. And my mid layer does not have a hood, but a hoodie obviously has a hood. And I found that to be super annoying in Japan. It was just constantly getting covered in snow. It was actually making my neck really cold, which was even giving me headaches because you got like a lot of blood flow and stuff in your neck. So I think I'm gonna invest in some crews, which this one I'm gonna start wearing more specifically because of this, so that the only hood is the jacket hood, so you don't have any snow getting in there. And then I also wear a ninja suit. So if you put that ninja suit up as your base layer, then even if you do get snow kind of in your neck area, and your face mask doesn't catch it, it's not gonna be going down your back. So that's the new layering strategy for me personally. So figured I'd share that with you guys. Ethan McKinney, what's better for park, the Force or the Strata? I like the Strata more, man. I think I would go Strata for sure. 303 crew, shout out. All right, I think I saw a couple more super chats come in here. Engen, TJ, did you ride the Union team bindings this year? No, man, I haven't tried the Union teams. I've honestly just been riding the Stratas. So I think I may be able to grab a pair of, I'm going to try to get the Falcors. So I'm going to try to get my hands on those before Jackson. I think that'd be awesome for some big mountain riding, have like a burlier binding. The Falcors just look super sick with that carbon fiber high back, just like super lightweight, super stiff, high performance binding. Travis uses them, so I think those would be sick. But yeah, other than that, just the Strata, man. I don't know what I'm gonna ride next year though. I might switch it back up. I kind of miss the Atlas, but I'd have to do like a side by side for like Strata versus Atlas to really know. Jordan H, yo TJ, great surfer review. Thinking of replacing my aging Core Shot Battalion 1 with it next year. Is she really that good at all mountain? Also, have you ever tried Now Bindings? Hashtag Ramen Fund. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I'll have to hit up Orama one of these days. Definitely while we're in town with Nirav and Yannick here. I think what I meant by that in the review is that it gets by as an all mountain board. I wouldn't really charge it too hard. I'd be worried about, if you're not evenly weighting those two sides of the swallowtail, like if you have all your weight on one and you're just like completely flex it out and you're doing that over and over, it's probably not going to be good for the snowboard. But obviously on powder days, even in Japan powder, you're getting around, you're cruising, you get into some choppy technical stuff. You've got groomers on the outrun. You're not always only riding just deep pow. So I think it does really well in those conditions, and maybe riding trees and stuff. And sure, every once in a while, I think if you wanted to take it out to do that type of stuff, it'd be fine. But I wouldn't get it as like a solely an all mountain board. It'd be more like, this is my powder board. This thing is epic, but I can also shred around and have a lot of fun if I want to. That's kind of more what I meant by that. But yeah, hopefully that helps you out. Stoked that you're stoked on Battalion. And I have tried Now Bindings very briefly. I'd like to try them again. I think Andreas likes them pretty well. I'd like to feel out the skate tech a little bit more. And a million Popov with the super chat. TJ, when are you getting on the Orca? We need your review, although we all know by now it's a sick board. Japow vids were so good. Thanks a million, appreciate it. Dude, I actually reviewed the Orca. Yeah, go back. It was a little while. I think it was in December still, a little while, a couple weeks before the Japan trip. So yeah, I did ride it and I really, really liked it. It was sick. It charges, it stomps landings, it floats, it rips turns. It's got magnet traction. It's an epic snowboard. I really enjoyed it. But yeah, check out the review for sure. Get all the details, all my thoughts on the Orca. Thanks a million. Hamed, keeping up the Bo Japao count. I saw you sneak in there on the surfer review. Yeah, after this live chat, I think I'm going to go through and try to get all the comments that have accumulated on the last few videos. And yeah, appreciate it. Jenna lives. Yes, I liked how that was David's one memory that he went back to. Well, that's a good one. It was a good one. Gosh, that little troll. No, I love that kid, man. It was so fun hanging out with him. Justin Vasey, a little late. You look mad jet lagged, TJ. Hakuba versus Niseko, differences. Hashtag taco fund. Dude, I am still jet lagged. I also have a backlight right now, so it's probably showing like just exactly how tired I am. So sorry about that, but you know, I'm here. I'm here for you guys. We did it. Hakuba versus Niseko, differences. I think the town is like night and day. Like Niseko is just a much more modern town. There's a lot more shops. There's a lot more restaurant options. Everything just has a bit of a more modern feel to it. Mountain wise, I think the snow, well, obviously we just had better snowstorms while we were in Niseko, but we really got to experience that light, dry powder in Niseko. It was awesome. Just incredibly light, awesome snow. And, yeah, I think Hakuba has the alpine advantage, especially if you're doing any kind of off-piste kind of hiking, backcountry type stuff. I think you can get into much more like steeper, sketchier terrain in Hakuba if you go out of bounds. Obviously, you know, you got to be prepared for that and, you know, have all your avalanche safety stuff, have a crew, all that good stuff. But I think that was, I think those are some of the main differences for sure. Those are the top ones that are coming to mind right now. Paulo, it's about time TJ takes a break from all the POW to chill with us. That's right. Dude, it's been crazy. It's been literally the season of POW. It's insane. I'm really stoked to get out and ride some park tomorrow. Or just cruise in some sunshine. What's your recommended wax and wax kit? Honestly, Paul, man, I just got the Decine Tune kit. That's what I run with. It comes with some wax. I've used Swix wax. I think that's like probably the highest end wax I've bought. But typically, man, like I'm about out of wax right now, so I'm probably just gonna go to the Circle or Showcase or somewhere in the village, and just whatever wax they have, that's what I'm gonna get. Usually I'll go for kind of an all temp. I think in Japan it probably would have been good to have a cold temp. You know, if you are going to be in like sustained cold conditions, you know, like 20 degrees Fahrenheit or less, you get that really light crystallized kind of snow. It's probably good to have some cold temp wax, but all temp does pretty well. That's usually what I run, is just all temp wax. Thanks, Paul. Appreciate it, man. Hope you're doing good down in Utah. Hope to get out there this year, man. Yeah, looks like I think you guys have been getting some good snow. That's what's up. David Baraki, I'm thinking of getting the GNU Headspace. Love the review you did for All Mountain Freestyle. Any comparable fun boards? Sick, man. Yeah, the Headspace is an awesome snowboard. I actually owned that one personally for a season, had a lot of fun on it. Shout out Art Thomas if you're out there. I think Art actually has the board that I owned now, which is pretty rad. Yeah, comparable boards. I think, you know, you could look at the Never Summer Funslinger or the Prototype 2. The Proto is probably a little more similar because they have a rocker dominant profile. So that little bit of stiffer flex on the Proto might help offset that a little bit. But, oh my God, guys. Can someone moderate for me? I need a moderator. You don't even get timeout, Ron. You're banned. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the GNU Headspace. So what else? So I think the advantage that it has is the magna traction. The Never Summers are going to have that Vario power grip side cut, so that helps a little bit. Um, Maybe like the Greats, that could be a fun one as well. Kind of that cam rock camber profile. Um, hmm. Honestly, it's tough, man. I think that the GNU headspace is very unique. One of the reasons that I actually purchased it was because, and I still think even this season, it's the only board that combines a camber dominant profile with magna traction and an asymmetrical side cut. So I'm going to leave it at that. I think the Proto, the Funslinger, and the Yes Greats would probably be pretty good alternatives for you. King Kielbasa. TJ, I know you said you had the Lumberjack. When is the review going up? Also, are you going to review the new Yes Greats? Yeah, so now that I'm back in Whistler, I definitely plan on getting a review up on the Lumberjack before the next trip to Jackson. So I actually have that guy out in the garage. So that review is going to be coming, and I actually do have access to the Greats as well. So we should have reviews coming up on both of those boards. Very hyped to get on both of them. Yeah, I would like to get on the new Greats for sure. I've enjoyed that one in the past, and it'll be only my second Marhar ever. It's very different from the Woodsman, so stoked to get on that guy as well. Oh man, I think some super chats came through. Hang on, guys. Oh, just one more from Cheyenne. What's up, TJ? What are your thoughts on the Sushi and the Party Platter? Great question, man. So I think the Sushi is very comparable to the Storm Chaser. So I actually have a review on both of them. So check out the review on both of those boards. But personally, I would probably go Storm Chaser over Sushi because they're very similar, and I think you just get a few added bonus features on the Storm Chaser. Namely, you get that 3D spooned out nose and tail, and you get a little bit of magna traction, which I think is pretty cool. But the Sushi is a really sick snowboard. I really like the graphic on that one as well. So if you just really love that board, it's going to perform very, very well for you. It's like a powder surfer. You can carve on like a nice smooth groomer, but it's more of just a powder surfer. And the Party Platter, I think, is a little bit more versatile, but yeah, the Party Platter's a really fun snowboard. We got a review on that one as well. I think just because it has a little bit more tail, that just makes it a little bit more versatile versus the Sushi or the Storm Chaser. But yeah, it's going to have that width. It's a little bit stiffer, I think, than the Sushi and the Storm Chaser. Both of those guys get quite soft in the nose, whereas I think the Sushi or the Party Platter is just a little bit more supportive. But yeah, all really fun snowboards. I would back all of them. But yeah, I think Sushi versus Storm Chaser, I'd go Storm Chaser. And if you want something a little more versatile than those, that's still going to float well, check out the Party Platter. And I think that one comes in at a really good price as well. So that could be a factor as well. Thanks for all the questions, guys. Ooh, the Sushi. Dude, the Sushi actually might have a little bit of magna traction as well. I can't remember off the top of my head. Good call out, Emilian. So then the only remaining difference would just be that 3D nose and tail. I'm not sure though. Someone fact check that if you can. NGen, TJ, when are you gonna take your split for a walk? Dude, so if conditions allow it, I would really like to do this run in Whistler called DOA. I think that stands for down and around. Some people call it, I think, dead or alive. I'm not sure. It's not that sketchy, but it's just this really iconic like shoot. You can see like these two peaks up off 7th Heaven, and you just drop right between the two peaks. It just looks awesome. And I really want to get up there and do that. And you can totally do it without a split board, but I think I just want to split it just for the fun of it. And also, it's just going to make the hike easier, especially if it's, if there's any kind of POW. A lot of times, even the boot pack up there can be pretty tough. NGen, dude, you're so right on the moderator situation. I got to figure out how I can make you guys moderators, and then that would actually be super helpful. So I'll have to look into that over the next week, see if we can set that up for the next live chat. That'd be cool. Little Big Head, 3 words to describe Niseko trip. Super epic. Powder. That's tough, man. I don't know. There's a lot of great things about Niseko. The toilets are awesome. The powder's awesome. Food is cool. Culture immersion, pretty cool. Here comes the Zohan. Opinions on the Capita Outer Space Living. I just got one from India. Very cool. Yeah, so the Outer Space Living is one of my personal boards this year. Have had a lot of fun on it. Rode it in Australia, rode it here in Whistler, rode it quite a few places now. And so it's got a camber profile, very kind of softer, playful flex. I'd say like right around a 3 out of 10. So in my opinion, it's much more of just a jib snowboard. It's soft. It's really easy to control. It's a great board for beginners, and it's a great jib board if you're looking to do those presses, do those butters, those types of things. That's going to be a great board for that kind of stuff. Also for learning and for progression. Ian Barcia, ollie tips, and do you ride forward lean on the Strata? Nope, I always ride no forward lean. I'm not a big fan of forward lean. Maybe honestly, even in Japan, I didn't ride any forward lean. I was gonna say maybe on a POW day, I might do a little bit. Or maybe if I was looking to really just carve and I wanted a little more response on my heels, but generally it's always no forward lean on any binding, really. And for ollie tips, I would say really focus on loading up that tail, practice your tail presses, jump off that tail, and then when you jump, try to level it out, and that tail kind of depressurizing should give you a little bit of extra boost and pop, and there's your ollie, man. Cheers, guys. David Baraki, thanks for the feedback. You're the best, dude. No, you're the best. Thanks, David. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the super chats. Nicole, going back to work. See you, Nicole. Thanks for hopping on your lunch break. Take care. Nator, I'm glad you reviewed the Battalion Surfer. What are you going to review next? So the next review that's going to be coming online is on the Gentem Stick XY, which is Alex Yoder's pro model. Incredible snowboard, beautiful snowboard. Very stoked I was able to ride it in Japan. They're made in Niseko, if you guys don't know. Yeah, really wide, just kind of a free ride powder beast, man. That thing was so sick riding it at Rusutsu. Got some epic drops, got some like, I even did like some little tree jibs on it. It was a lot of fun. And then, yeah, I'm not sure exactly what's going to be next. I think, the Lumberjack is in the cards. The Yes Greats is in the cards, like we were saying. Hopefully some Burton snowboards from Showcase and some other things as well. Yeah, definitely going to try to continue to get, a couple of board reviews up each week for you guys. So, yeah, those are the ones that I know for certain at this point. I was hoping to get on some Karuas, but Andreas just had to send them back to Karua. So I don't know. There's a pretty big variety of places to snag boards from to review. So it could be anything. Rico B, tips for off-season training, DIY. Yeah, man, I think my personal favorite setup is if you have an old skate deck laying around and some old skate shoes, duct tape your shoes to the skateboard and snowboard stance right on the kind of concave where the tips start there, like the nose and tail, right in that little sweet spot there. And fill up a old 2-liter bottle with water, duct tape that thing closed, throw some duct tape around the middle for grip, and just use that as a homemade balance board, and it's like the funnest thing ever. So that's my number one recommendation. Thanks for all the questions here, guys. Let's scroll up a bit. See what I missed. Oh snap, I see Yannick calling out David. What's the name? Did I already say it? Oh, snap. Gary, best goggles you've ever had. Uh, I think the Oakley flight decks. Yeah, those were super dope. I really like the Smiths I'm riding this year, but I think I'm gonna go back to Oakley's next year. They're great binding or goggle. They come in at a great price, but the foam isn't as good as Oakley. I've had a little bit of fogging issues with them. They don't have the armored venting. The lenses are pretty good, pretty comparable, but I think Oakley just has that much of an edge where I think it's worth just going back. Oh, I think they were referring to Ron. Hopefully, no, that's too obvious for David. He wouldn't do that. David's got more finesse. Let's see. Would you recommend the 2019 Solomon Huck knife as an all mountain board? Yeah, I think it would do all right all mountain. It's a little bit soft in my opinion, and it has that kind of camrock profile. So I think it'd be more like all mountain freestyle. Like it's really fun for freestyle. It's going to be pressable. It's still going to be fun on jumps for butters and rails and all that stuff. But you can definitely still enjoy it outside of the park for more all mountain riding. But it's not super aggressive. Always bored. Probably won't compare the mountains you usually ride, but any plans on hitting up one of the Vancouver mountains? Put up an Instagram pic with your beanie. Would be super hyped if you checked it out. Oh, dude, thanks, man. Is that your Instagram handle as well? Always bored. Tag me. Actually, I don't know if I just put up a post, so I might not see it. But if you leave a comment and just let me know it's you on the latest post on Instagram, I'll definitely will check it out, man. Thanks for snagging a beanie, dude. I really, really appreciate it. Yeah, thanks to everyone who grabbed beanies. I actually met a dude named Dustin in Niseko who was rocking a Board Archive beanie, which I thought was just insane. So thank you guys so much for picking up all those. I really, really appreciate it. I still have some stickers available, so that's linked down in the description if you want to check it out. Still got all the hoodies and t-shirts and all that stuff, but limited quantities of the stickers, and I'm actually going to be sending out a new batch in the mail tomorrow morning. So if you want to get some stickers ASAP, put in your order tonight, and I will mail them out tomorrow. Thank you guys so much. SEAL Team, thanks, dude. I appreciate it. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for hitting that notification bell. I really appreciate it, man. Nancy, agree. Rasutsu was really special. Yeah, Rasutsu was incredible. I'm like eyeballing everyone's name to see if David's trying to troll me right now. Sorry, Nancy, if you're not. But yeah, Rasutsu was incredible. That's definitely my favorite trees of the whole trip. Like at the Isola gondola, if you go in the trees off there, it's just insane. Yeah, and I've never been in anything like that. It was a really cool spot. Shout out for the recommendations. All right. Nancy with the super chat as well. TJ was in Niseko same time as you, but didn't get the timing right to connect. Did you ride the Jones Ultra Mind Expander? What did you think of it? Oh man, that's a bummer, Nancy. Yeah, that would have been awesome. But I'm glad you got out to Niseko. If you were there the same time as us, I know you got some good snow, so that's awesome. Hopefully you had a good crew to ride with. And yeah, maybe next time, or if you're in Whistler or something. And no, I have not ridden the Ultra Mind Expander, but I did actually check it out in person in Comore for the first time yesterday. And it's a very, very cool snowboard. It's much stiffer than I thought it would be. It has like a significant amount of camber, very stiff flex, and I was just feeling at the 154, which that really caught me by surprise. But yeah, it's a great looking snowboard. If I get the chance, I definitely will get on it this year. I would like to for certain. Justin asking if there's any plans to try out the skeleton key this season. That is definitely one that's high on the list on the Burtons. I'm not sure if Showcase has it available in their demo fleet, but I'm going to be going in there this week, kind of scoping out what they got. Going to try to hop on some Burtons, and if I see a skeleton key, I think the next storm that comes through Whistler, I'm sure we're going to get some snow before we leave for Jackson. Well, I hope. I don't know for sure, but yeah, I would get on that one most definitely. That's like high on the list. So many people ask about that. And NGen, TJ, did you see the Super DOA yet? It's a 1920 board. No, I haven't seen the Super DOA. I heard about it briefly, but I haven't had the time to actually check it out. So if you know anything, which I'm sure you do, yeah, school everyone in the comments real quick, NGen, and if I see it, I'll shout that out as well. Yeah, what makes it super? I haven't researched it yet. That sounds awesome. The DOA is like one of their most popular boards. The horoscope is really popular as well, but the DOA I know is a killer board. It's one of my personal favorites as well. Thanks for all the super chats, guys. Really, really appreciate it. Oh, and I think I was answering a question earlier, and someone asked if I was going to check out any of the Vancouver mountains, and I forgot to answer that part of the question. And I would like to get to, I think it's Grouse, that has the park that, then they have the night riding where you can overlook the city, so you can kind of like be hitting a feature, and there's like a view of the city in the background. Um, with like the city lit up. So I really want to go there, honestly, just to get a photo. I think that would be super dope. And yeah, I'd be down to ride it. It'd be more kind of like East Coast style, kind of feeling more like I'm back in North Carolina. Java the Cup. Boots, boots, boots. I'd like to hear about your Adidas. I just switched away from mine because they got real soft. Yeah, man, I was kind of talking about those a little bit earlier, and that's been the big thing I've noticed with the Adidas. They did get much softer than I thought they were going to, and the one boot, my back leg has gotten much softer than the front one even. It's like got no support left basically on the back foot. So I'll probably get some new boots at some point. I should probably do that before Jackson, honestly, now that I think about it. But yeah, other than that, I think they're great. They hold my heel in really well. They're super comfortable. But yeah, that flex is an issue. Bad Riders also asking about boots, dude. Yeah, they are. Especially after that split board tour, man. They're pretty worked. It's definitely time to switch it up. Rodrigo, any chance coming down to Chile? Yeah, definitely. I don't know if it'll be Chile or Argentina. Actually, I got to check and see what's on the Epic Pass. We have the Epic and the Icon Pass, so we'll see what's available on the passes. But Kevin and I would definitely like to get down this summer. So I'm thinking it'll probably be like a July, August kind of trip. What's the best time to go down there, man? But yeah, I think that's definitely going to happen. That's like a top priority trip this year. August? Okay, we'll keep that in mind, man. So yeah, I think it might go South America and then New Zealand, Australia. Hopefully. I really want to get back to New Zealand and Australia. SEAL team, what about Pennsylvania? Probably not this year, man. I don't know if we'll do any East Coast trips, but it'd be cool to ride Seven Springs or something. Never been there, but no plans as of yet. Squash, have you ridden the Battalion Disaster? Yes, yeah, the Disaster is a really fun snowboard. Again, I think it's more of kind of a softer, jibby snowboard. It does have that full positive camber profile, which is nice, give it some nice pop. But yeah, it's quite flexy, good for presses, really fun on rails, and yeah, it's a fun board. Oh, David, you made it. Oh, Jenna, love you too. I'm not in Japan anymore. Miss you. Glad to see you made it back to New Zealand. Well, I love that thumbnail photo. That's epic. Jenna lives. First name. We're on a first name basis. Me and Jenna. Oh man, epic, dude, epic trip. Yeah, dude, I'm so stoked we made it happen, man. It was so fun. Rob Gams, TJ, what 32 boots would you recommend that is one step above the lashed, trying to get into something slightly stiffer for next season? Probably the TM2. I think that there may be something in between, but I would just jump from the lashed to the TM2, honestly. That's what I would do. TM2 is a solid boot, but yeah, if I would definitely recommend trying them on and wearing them around for like an hour before you actually pull the trigger on the purchase, just to make sure that it fits okay. uh, Nancy recommends Red Resort in the BC interior if you can. Sick. Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about Red. Definitely would be hyped to get down there. I think Revy is in the cards, like pretty much 100% going to go to Revy. So maybe we'll have a chance to hit somewhere else, but Revelstoke for sure. All right, guys. Rodrigo, T Rice Orca alternatives. It's sold out. Honestly, I don't think there's anything that's going to exactly mimic the Orca. That combination of width, that rocker dominant profile, hybrid camber, it does have some camber underfoot, and just, yeah, the overall shape of it. There's nothing really out there like that with the magnet traction as well. I think the closest would probably be the War Pig, but it's still going to be a good bit different. It's not going to float quite as well. But I'd probably throw you on the War Pig if that's the style of board that you wanted. 11 KTM asking about my jacket. Yeah, I'm super stoked on it. It's my first time wearing the Volcom Stretch Gore-Tex, and it's hands down, I think the best. Like as far as function goes, the Stretch Gore-Tex is so sick. Fully waterproof, and it just adds that extra comfort, just having a little bit of stretch to it. So when you get in those situations where you're kind of running into the end of your jacket, it gives a little bit and just kind of adds some more comfort, while still retaining that Gore-Tex performance that you want. So yeah, it's solid. Would definitely recommend. I think next year I'm probably gonna go full Gore-Tex stretch pants and jacket next year. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Wilburly, welcome home, TJ. Almost missed the live chat, dude. Thanks for hopping on, even if it's just for the tail end. Appreciate it, man. Glad to be back in Whistler. Anna Lynn, Mind Expander versus the Storm Chaser. Which do you prefer? I think that the Mind Expander has a little more versatility to it. It's just going to be do a little bit better in those all mountain situations as you're getting around between the powder stashes, whereas the Storm Chaser, it's much more of a pure powder surfer. I don't know. I don't know. I think I may like the Mind Expander better, honestly. It's a tough call. Both amazing snowboards. I think it's really cool to have that like powder surf shape in your quiver, like the Storm Chaser. So I'm glad that I have it. But yeah, I don't know. I might if I think I'm gonna go just completely different next year and get something like the Surfer or something really weird like that. But yeah, I would say that's kind of the two differences there. Tim Waller. What's up, Tim? Hey, TJ, you should try the TM2 XLTs for the stiffest. Yeah, dude, I've tried them on in store before, and they are crazy stiff. I don't know if I want to go that stiff. They're a bit heavier as well with that Vibram sole. Um, I think that's a bit stiffer than I want. Honestly, like I'm looking for something to match the stiffness of the TM2 that's not a 32 boot. Like I think I really enjoyed branching out and trying the Adidas boots, and I'm even open to maybe trying another Adidas boot that's just a little bit stiffer than the Tactical. I think yeah, they definitely have stiffer boots than the Tactical. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'd try a ride boot. I don't know. There's some other brands I'd like to try out as well, for sure. Ooh, Emily asking whereabouts in Jackson are we going? Teton Mountain or Snow King? I don't know. We're gonna be there for 7 days of riding, so hopefully we'll get around to both if we can. It depends where our pass works. We've got the icon pass, so wherever our pass works, I guess. Rodrigo, yeah, the Nitro Squash could be a good one. It's a fun board. I got a review on that one as well. Miles Wilkin, cheap park bindings. Union Flight Pro. That's like the budget binding. Or if you can swing it, the contact would be better for park, I think. But Flight Pro, good budget binding. And King asking what days we're going to Jackson. The 7th to the 17th. So riding like the 8th through the 16th with a down day in there somewhere. So yeah. I didn't watch X Games, Martin. No, I haven't. I want to go back and watch the highlights. I saw Fridge won the Knuckle Huck, which I think it's awesome they threw that in there, and I'm really bummed that Marcus Cleveland wasn't able to compete in it, but hopefully they keep it for next year, and Marcus can just show everyone how it's done. Awesome, guys. Thanks so much for all the great questions here today. Let me see if I missed any super chats here. Oh, just Jenna's. Awesome, guys. Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the live chat here. Thank you guys so much for coming to hang out. We got Tim thrown in a last-second super chat talking about the 32 TM2s and the XLTs again. Yeah, shout out, Tim. Tim, Jenna, Engen, Justin, Nancy, Rico, David, Cheyenne, Paulo, Hamed, Emilian. Oh man, thank all you guys. So many. Jordan, Engen, DJ. Ooh, yeah, DJ Michael got that one. FEA, Jose Bautista, Old Man Shredder, Alex Vieira, Ride Beside, Carlos, Rainey, Tommy, Jeffrey, Erica Constantino. Thank you guys so much for the super chats. Really, really, really appreciate it. And yeah, have another vlog from Japan coming out on the channel in the next couple of days. Got another review coming out as well very soon. Make sure you go over to Snowboard Procamp and check out all the videos. Check out David Jones's channel for some hilarious, awesome recaps of all the Japan stuff. See some shenanigans as well. He got me a couple of times. You can see where this whole Jenna thing originated. If you're not familiar, go check out David Jones. And yeah, just thank you guys for coming to hang out. Really appreciate it. There'll be a live chat on Snowboard Pro Camp on Friday, so stay tuned for that. And I will see you guys back here next Monday. So again, thanks guys. Hope you guys have a great week. Thanks for